my gosh, friends, I'm so sorry. I'm about 5 minutes late. Let me get you on here. Oof, what a crazy day. How's your day going? Oops, I have to mute. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, that works okay. Actually, I think I'm going to leave my laptop there for the time being. Let me just send this message for my host is having trouble. There we go. All right, guys. Holy crow, it's a crazy day. Let me pull up my sleeves and get busy. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I have to. Oh, geez. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on in my life today. There we go. All right. Let me come back. I gotta enlarge it so that I can see your comments. There we go. That should be good. All right. Holy smokes. All right. Now, hopefully she's... Okay, I see someone has joined me. Please do let me know you're here. I'm waiting for one thing for my host, Martine, or Maxine. I'm not sure how she says it. There we go. Say hi when you're here so I know you're here. I have a fun recipe for you today. We're thinking outside the package. I suppose. Hi, Teresa. I'm a little messed up right now. Like I was rushing too much. Let me move this out of the way because I really want to tag someone in this live because I want to make sure that she's here for one thing. Well, there's two because one is because Martine, there we go. And in there, and then also Shelly, because Shelly answered my question. Oop, that's not how you spell it. Shelly. Shelly. L. That's what I want. Shelly. Oh, why can't I tag her? I'm so sorry, guys. Who's watching? Tell me who's here. I see there's two people. Shelly. There you are. That's who I want in here. I said that I would be doing one of the meals from the Conquer Dinner collection. And that if anybody had one that they specifically wanted me to. Hi, Martine. Yay, you found me. Yeah, so I'm doing one of the meal solutions from the Conquer Dinner collection because it is such a great value and you get such a great array of different meal solutions. So basically I said, you know, if there's one that you'd like me to showcase, then put it in the comments. And Shelly was the only one. Oh, sorry about that. Oven's ready. She came back with classic meatloaf, and I'll tell you why. She said that she had tried it just as a meatloaf, and I do have some tips for her for that. She said she wasn't so crazy about it as a meatloaf. I personally love it, but I add a few things in along with the regular directions, which are on the back always. So this is one of our meal solutions. If you don't know, they usually come 3 to a set for a price, and they always have the instructions and recipe IDs, all the nutrition facts and the ingredients here. So before I go any further, and now that my, yes, mole is in the Conquer Dinner collection, and one of the reasons why I ordered it for myself. And it's also a great whenever there's a monthly special like this, it's always a great thing for my hosts to choose because they can get it for free or half price. But even as the regular price, it's still a good value. So I want to introduce myself. Martine, if you can invite your guests in here, that would be great. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Lori Clousdale. I've been with Epicure for almost 11 years. I'm a leader. I have a team. And Epicure really was something that I loved even as a customer. And I was a super fan customer for many years. And eventually things changed and my consultant kept saying, Lori, you need to sell this. You're so good. You know, you do the parties for me. So one thing led to another. And finally, a couple of years later, I became a consultant and I haven't looked back. Epicure is in my daily cooking. Even if there isn't a seasoning that I'm using one of the cookware. Like this is our cutting mat. This is something that I love, and I didn't showcase it last time, but I will this time. So it's flexible, which is great when you chop and you want to like pop it into a pan or a bowl. It's thin, so if you're camping, it's perfect. And it comes to this size and to half the size. So you can choose one for meat, one color. They come in two colors, gray and the aubergine. So you can choose one color for meat, one color for veg, and you won't be mixing them up. So that's that. I want to welcome Martine and thank you for hosting, by the way. I'm going to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to do some little meatballs with the classic meatloaf. And I made myself a couple of cards because I really didn't want to forget anything. So basically I've got a pound of ground beef, and I always use lean just because I don't want to deal with all the fat content in it. And if you get your lean ground beef on sale, then it's a better value because you're not losing it all and cooking it away. I'm going to also use, because I like to be frugal, this was from one of my other cooking classes. This is a mix of the Coat and Cook crumb coating and also just a tiny smidge of our cheese jalapeno cornbread mix, which I'm not worried about because I think the flavors are going to be fine. I know I brought one. Yes, there you are. So this is our spice spoon, and I always talk about it because it's one of my favorite. Allô, Manon. Bienvenue. I'm not sure whether to speak French or English, but hopefully you understand. If there's any questions after the fact, please don't be shy to message me and ask me. I will do my best. So I was speaking about the spice spoon. So this is a 4-in-1 spice spoon, and I love it. I always keep two when I'm cooking because I keep one for the wet ingredients, one for the dry. And so this is 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon, and half that is a quarter. So you've got all 4 in your hand. So I'm going to take a little bit of these crumbs. I believe it says we're doing a half cup, but I don't know that I need a half cup. I'm just going to see. I cook with my eyes often. I'll try to measure for you because it's a recipe that you're doing for the first time. But basically what I'm doing here, I'm going to put 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. I think that'll be plenty for 1 pound. And I'm going to move that out of the way. All right. I'm going to do a switch up with the, hi Natalie, welcome. Oh, I like having the laptop right in front of me. I can see everybody's comments right away. I'll have to move it after, but that's okay. So now we have the breadcrumbs. We have and you can use pieces of bread, small, soft bread, but, you know, break it up very small. So you could add it to that. I am going to add an egg. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm going to just because I like an egg in my meatballs. We don't want the shell, so let's take that out. When I said I don't know what I'm going to get up to, it's that kind of day, guys. Let me just put this out of the way. I don't want the raw egg everywhere. All right. So we've got that, and now we're going to open up our meatloaf. I'm not going to use the whole meatloaf mix because I don't think I need to, and that way, you know, it goes twice as far. So I'm going to open it up. There's the classic meatloaf in case you came in a little bit later. That's what we're making. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to cut it upside down because that's a little trick for us foodies that like to take photography, take pictures. I'll be emptying this into something else later. But I know I'm going to want to take pictures to show off what I put in it. So I'm going to show, these are all dry ingredients and clean ingredients. Nothing in here that you can't, nothing in here that you cannot pronounce. You know, you go to the grocery store and you look at the back of a jar and you're like, what the heck is all that? So basically that's what it looks like. I don't know. I'm be careful I don't get it on the laptop. All right, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons. That's going to leave me probably half again. So I could do up another meatloaf. I wouldn't be shy to do that. That's for sure. Do a second meatloaf with that. But you know, the seasonings in it, if you look at the ingredients of the seasonings in these packages, certain ones are really versatile. You can put them in a lot of different things, and I do, which you'll see as if you're new, as you follow along. So now we are going to get out one of my rock stars in the kitchen. This is the meat separator. We call it that. Kind of looks like a masher, but the beauty of this is that it won't scratch your non-stick pans. It's great for mashing, rough mashing potatoes. I do my eggs, anything you want to mix up, it works good. It works great, and it's so much faster when you're, you know, breaking up ground beef or ground pork or whatever meats you're using to get them broken up. Works like a charm. And even if your meat is, you know how sometimes you'll take it out of the freezer and it's still partially frozen? It mixes up really good. Now this smells really good already, as usual. Ha! Awesome, Martine. You're very welcome. I'm pleased to have you here. Bienvenue tout le monde. All right, so I'm just mixing it up. We're gonna make fast. We're gonna make a few. I'm not gonna take the time to make the whole batch. I just really want you to see what's going on, because we're gonna make something else to go with this, and it's a nice twist. It's gonna be fun. Get all those seasonings. The seasonings smell so good. Now you'll notice I didn't add any salt. Whoops. Just because we tend to use less salt, but you can if you want to, because most products are low sodium or no sodium. So this is going to be fun. I'm going to show you what I do use if I want to add just a mix. We have what's called SPG. Ça, c'est sel, poivre et l'ail, un mélange. So salt, pepper, garlic, a mix. Let me show you. This is one of our smaller seasonings. So also tells you what's in it, le ingrédient. And ils disent, comment ça se... Ok, je vais lire. Le saisonnement pour le poulet, le poisson, les fruits de mer, les pommes de terre rôties, les légumes et même le mets soufflé. Comme ça, ou maïs, je ne sais pas si je dis comme faut. Et dedans, c'est Ail, salmarin, les herbes et poivre noir. Ça, c'est un de nos mélanges. So, I'm going to do my best to talk French a little bit. Bear with me. I'm trying to do more and more French in my VIP, so I want to make my Francophone friends at home. All right, we're good. I think that's real good. Did not bring the spatula. Into the dishwasher. Yes. All right. There we go. I'm just going to clean this off. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to bake it on. Because I'm all about, and so is Epicure, clean ingredients and also easy cleanup. Because who has time for that? Oh, thank you, Natalie. I do my best. I'm going to be honest, when I'm reading something, I think my pronunciation is much better. All right. Let's just give it a quick whiz. This is our 3-in-1 spatula, and I love it because, you know, when you're getting into your mayonnaise bowl and your mayonnaise jar and you want to get every drop, and this really, you know, you'd be surprised. I didn't really use a spatula all that much most of my cooking life, and then I don't know why. I really don't. I guess because my mom never really used them, so it didn't even occur to me. And then I got the Epicure spatulas, and I was like, where have you been all my life, right? Because like I said, I'm all about being frugal, and I don't want to waste a thing, so there's that. All right, so now we have that. I'm going to show you what we're going to cook it on. Here we have, this is our quarter sheet pan. Move this closer. This is our quarter sheet pan. Now, why do I love this, and why does it have this purple liner in it? The quarter sheet pans, when you order them, they come to a set, and also so with the silicone, when you order the silicone liners, comes to a set. And why do I use these? One word: easy. Easy cleanup. Just don't put your brand new quarter sheet pans and your sheet pans in the dishwasher, because it'll ruin them. It'll ruin the finish. Hi, Shelly. Yeah, we're using the meatloaf mix. I'm just going to quickly recap. So I've got a pound of hamburger meat. We're going to do some meatballs. And I've added some of the meatloaf seasoning, not the whole thing, and then some breadcrumbs. So that's all I have in there. And an egg, sorry. So that's it. Let's do it this way. Now, I'm not going to worry. Normally I would wet my hands to make sure that when I'm touching the meat, that it doesn't stick to it, but I'm not going to do that. So I've got one of our scoops. Now these scoops they are amazing. I love them at Christmas time when I was doing all my cookies and my sweet treats, and every time I make meatballs, when I want to make a plate pretty with, like, let's say mashed potatoes or something. So this is the smaller one, and we have a bigger one. So I'm going to do up some meatballs, and I'm just going to plop them on my sheet pan. I should have just rinsed my hands. I mean, come on. You know I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to touch it. Touching it. Anyway, what I like about this is it gives you always the same size. Even if you go to, like, straighten them up a little bit, make them a little rounder. All right. You know what? Let's make a bunch. Why use the pan in the oven for no reason? I'm going to go and shape them a little bit better. Now what's going to happen is I'm actually prepping for the week with this as well, right? So what I'm doing is if I cook them ahead, I'm going to use it for the recipe that I'm doing today. But the others, I can make a meatball sandwich. I can make a little marinara sauce and do an Italian meatball with cheese and the yumminess. I think that's good for now. All right, let's get these guys quickly. And then I'll just have to run and wash my hands real fast. Because these are going to go in the oven. And these, because they're much smaller, they're probably going to be cooked between 15 and 20 minutes. And, you know, you want to do that meal prep. If you're busy during the week and you want something fast and easy, do a little meal prep on Sunday. Or that's the day usually I do my meal prep. And you've got a bunch of different meals ready. Les boulettes. C'est fait avec le viande hachée. What is lean? Moins gras? I don't know. I'm not sure. Mais la raison que j'aime ce plat-là avec le... I'm not sure what liner. Je sais pas. C'est silicone. C'est parce que c'est bien facile à nettoyer. OK, comme ça. On va mettre ça dans le four. So my oven's at 375. I'm going to put it in there now while we're doing the rest of the meal. I'm not sure if it's going to be done and ready in time, but we'll see. If not, you're going to see pictures. Let me just wash my hands. We don't need any cross-contamination. Just realized I need a bowl. All right. Let's grab this bowl. Okay. So what I have here is our 4-cup prep bowl. It's Epicure branded. Cat Taus. La boîte Cat Taus. Puis la couvert silicone. The silicone cover comes with each one. But we're not going to use that today. We're not going to need it. Because what we're going to do next, actually, is we're going to cut up this bread. And I didn't bring my... a hot mess. I apologize. Usually I'm a little bit more organized than this. But you know what? That's life, and that's the life of a home cook, and things happen, and that's that. So what I've got here is 2 rolls that are, they're still good, but they're past due for making a nice sandwich. So what's going to happen to those? And I wonder if you're going to know what I'm going to make to go with these meatballs once I start making it and I tell you what it is. I'm going to make some croutons with them. And I do it all the time. And like I said, I'm all about being frugal. And what am I using? Our amazing ceramic prep row knife. So I'm going to cut it in half and then half again. Because I don't want huge honking pieces. Je vais faire les croutons. Croutons? Je sais pas. En tout cas, le couteau, c'est Epicure aussi. C'est ceramic. It's ceramic, right, guys? So don't be prying open. Essaye pas d'ouvrir les cans, les boîtes avec ça parce que c'est céramique. Ça va casser. But c'est bien coupant. Not sure. So I'm gonna just cut up. Aussi, tu n'utilises pas pour les choses très très dures comme les citrouilles ou c'est quoi d'autre? Butternut squash? C'est quoi squash en français? Courgette? couche parce que c'est très dur. Mais toutes les autres, ça coupe bien les viandes, les légumes, les fruits, le pain. I think encore, je vais couper une autre fois. Comme ça, je vais faire moi-même à la maison les croutons pour la salade César. C'est ça. That's what I'm making them for. The pounds of beef, how many pounds of beef? It was, viande maigre, merci Manon. That was 1 pound of beef. But I'm making small croutons and I didn't use the whole package. If I was doing like a pound and a half, maybe I would have used the whole. C'est seulement un livre de viande maigre, c'est ça. Si je faisais comme une livre et demi ou 2 livres, parce qu'il y en a plusieurs choses que tu peux faire avec les boulettes. Comme ça, votre semaine, c'est bien plus facile pour les repas. I'm going to have to not actually put them all in right now because I'm not going to be able to mix them. Il y en a bien trop parce que fallait que je mélange comme ça. OK. Là, je vais mettre un peu d'huile d'olive. Malheureuse, c'est pas disponible à ce temps-là, mais c'est incroyable cette huile d'olive. Mais n'importe quelle que tu utilises, c'est bon. Comme ça, je vais juste mettre un peu. Ça coule pas gros, hein? C'est correct. All right. OK. Et aussi, je vais mettre, I'm going to put the urban garlic. Ça, c'est une de nos trempettes. Notre trempette vient dans ces pots comme de même. Et toujours, la recette est dessus. Toujours les valeurs nutritives aussi. Et aussi les ingrédients. Comme ça, quand on fait une trempette, juste comme telle, d'habitude, tu vas faire une moitié crème sûre, moitié mayonnaise ou le yogourt grec plain, nature. I look like Chef Cora? Well, Chez Cora? Is that the one you're talking about? Well, thank you. That's cute, Martine. So is your name Martine or Martine, the French way? So I'm going to put, actually I'm not even going to put a tablespoon. I'm going to put a teaspoon and I'm going to toss it up. Comme ça. Ça va être bon, bon, bon. Et j'aime ça parce que il n'y a pas de gaspillage. Je fais cuire mes pains qui sont pas vraiment frais, mais encore bons. There. C'est ça. Et je vois juste, si tu fais, et tu peux faire toutes les d'autres saveurs. On a plusieurs trempettes et tu peux même juste faire avec le sel, poivre et ail. N'importe quoi le saveur que tu aimes. So I was saying that any flavor you want, you can make croutons with. You can do any of our dip mixes. So let's say if you're doing a Greek salad and you want some croutons in there, grab your Greek dressing, a little extra garlic, and maybe, actually not even, use the Greek and then add a little SPG, and then you've got like a nice garlic flavor. So now c'est tout mélangé comme ça. I'll mix that. I'm gonna grab my other sheet pan. On a aussi le plus grand plat, hein? Comme d'habitude le regular grandeur régulier. That was hard to say. Français veut que je suis la fille de Manon. En français? Okay, so nothing sticks to this, right? So we're all good. We're gonna just turn it out, and I'm gonna put it in the oven. Je vais mettre dans le four en même temps que mes boulettes cuisent. Same time as the meatballs are cooking. And I just realized that, let me see if I can fix this. I put it in the wrong direction, so now I'm gonna flip it around so I can fit them both. Meatballs are cooking. All right, so now that I'm doing the croutons, I'm gonna clean up here because I'm gonna make something else. And I'm going to set these aside. Je vais cuire les autres morceaux de pain tout à l'heure. All right. Hey, je vais vous montrer vraiment parce que pourquoi j'aime c'est... There we go. Ta-da! Bon. Comme ça. La prochaine, next. Oui, on a des épices sans ail, mais pas beaucoup. Je peux mettre dans la grotte ici que vous êtes. Maintenant, je peux mettre la liste avec les épices et les produits sont sans ail. Why? I don't know. Correct? Correct, Nicole? Je vais juste arranger que je ne veux pas oublier les questions. Bon, ok. Ok. All right. Ok, la prochaine. Un autre bol. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Là. Je m'en viens. C'est bon. Je cherche. Quand je cherche mes choses, je regarde d'autres choses et je me dis, c'est quoi ça en français? Au moins, je sais ça, c'est une bolle. Alright. La prochaine, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? C'est la vinaigrette César. So, we're going to do Caesar vinaigrette. Mais je vais faire crémeuse parce que tu peux faire les deux façons. Ça, c'est, je veux dire, quand j'ai dit, il n'y a rien que tu peux pas pronounce les mots. Les ingrédients, c'est poudre de lait écrémé, ail, herbe, poivron rouge, poivre noir, c'est tout. Comme ça, il n'y en a rien, non, pas de preservatives. Je veux aussi dire que, et j'ai pas dit au début, que Épicure est 100% sans gluten. Pas de noix, sauf les coconuts, dans quelques-unes. Pas de preservatives. Et pour les personnes qui mangent vegan, c'est un incroyable produit parce que la plaisir, tu peux échanger les protéines comme ça. So, as usual, I always say, are 100% gluten-free, are nut-free except for coconut, and let me see, there we go. Okay, so, yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna make the vinaigrette. Because what we're going to do with some of those meatballs that I made, on va faire avec les boulettes que j'ai faites? On va faire un style de salade César, mais avec les boulettes au-dessus. OK? Comme ça, je vais mettre ma poudre. Et ça se dit 2 cuillères table. I don't know. 2 tablespoons of mix. Comme ça, tu vois que ma cuillère va dedans. Toutes les pots. Ça, comme 2, comme ça. Et c'est quoi la chose que j'aime mieux avec les vinaigrettes d'Épicure? Tu sais-tu, quand tu vas dans ton frigo, or you go in your fridge, and this is one of the reasons I love our dressings, c'est parce que plusieurs fois, tu vas regarder et tu les bouteilles, puis ils sont toutes expirées. Puis là, les choses dedans, ça va dans le vidange. Tu jettes l'argent avec Épicure si tu veux faire une recette, avec comme je fais aujourd'hui. Si tu veux la moitié, tu fais juste ce que tu as besoin. Si tu veux te laisser pour la semaine, tu fais comme si c'est juste une couple de personnes qui vont utiliser, tu fais une recette. Et aussi que je fais, si j'en ai, après j'ai fait ma salade, la journée de lendemain peut-être, je vais prendre la trempette que j'ai faite. Je vais mettre les doigts de poulet, du poulet, oh my gosh, c'est quoi? Chicken breast. Poitrine. Tu vas couper ton poitrine dans les doigts, tu vas saucer dans la vinaigrette et tu vas prendre notre paquet, on a un paquet sans gluten aussi, Coat and Cook. C'est comme la chapelure, mais il n'y en a pas de gluten dedans. Et on va faire les petits César noix de poulet. So you can make your little chicken fingers with any leftover Caesar dressing. Love that idea. Aussi, quand je fais des vinaigrettes, l'huile et vinaigre avec nos produits, souvent si ça en reste encore, je vais utiliser pour mariner comme la poulet, la porc, les légumes, n'importe quoi que je veux faire mariner. Comme ça. OK, 2 cuillères de la mélange. Puis on va faire la même chose. Tu peux mettre mayonnaise, c'est ça que je vais mettre. Ou c'est quoi en français? La yogourt grec aussi. OK, ça comme ça. J'en ai pas de citron comme frais. Comme ça, je vais mettre je vais mettre la bouteille. Okay, so I'm gonna put une, 2. Tu peux mettre d'autres si tu veux ça vraiment comme crémeur et beaucoup de mayonnaise, tu peux faire, sinon aussi. Puis tu peux faire ça avant pour que c'est tout prêt pour la semaine. OK, so what else? Moi, j'aime beaucoup de jus de citron. Comme ça se dit une cuillère à soupe. Mais je vais faire 2. C'est ça. Hi Sharon, thank you for coming. Welcome. Whoopsie. On va mettre ça devant. Là-bas. Alright. Comme ça ou quoi d'autre? L'huile d'olive et lait. Ouais. L'huile d'olive, comme ça. How much? Ça se dit quarter cup, un quart de tasse. Je n'en ai pas ici. Ça va prendre longtemps pour l'huile d'olive. Comme ça, je vais mettre mon lait. Un quart de tasse. En plus, je peux dire, si tu aimes ton vinaigrette César bien épais, utilise pas tout le montant de lait. OK. L'huile d'olive. Je sais pas, ça va prendre longtemps. Est-ce qu'il y a des questions? Si c'est pas tout prête, quand je vais vous dire bonsoir, retournez pour voir les photos que je vais mettre sur la groupe. Puis sois pas gêné de rester avec nous pour la groupe parce que je fais souvent des spéciales, tu vas faire du fun, on fait les jeux. OK, c'est ça. Là, une autre chose que nous aimons bien dans notre salade César, c'est beaucoup de poivre. Ça, c'est un autre produit de Épicure. C'est un mouleur, je pense, ça se dit. Il n'y en a pas du. Ça se dit pas. En tout cas, c'est les. Si jamais tu utilises un mouleur pour votre poivre noir, moi je trouve c'est bien le saveur est bien 100% plus délicieux. En tout cas. Aussi, ça se dit, si vous voulez mettre encore du lait dedans, un peu plus. Attends une minute, là. Aussi, ça vient, on a du ail haché. Oups! Je monte le laptop et vous êtes ici. OK? J'ai mis une top d'un autre mouleur dessus. Est-ce que c'est le bon mot, mouleur? Je ne sais pas. En tout cas, je vais mettre plus l'ail parce qu'on aime ça. Tu peux mettre l'ail frais si vous voulez. La seule chose, tu ne laisses pas ça trop longtemps dans ton frigo jusqu'à temps que comment je peux dire? Je vais dire en anglais s'il y a. Yes, Maureen, it is extra virgin olive oil. Est-ce que ça se dit ça en français? Non. Non. En tout cas, c'est de l'huile d'olive, mais le vierge extra, I don't know. Si ça se dit. En tout cas, ça c'est aussi. Oh, excusez. Aussi, ça, c'est une de nos choses de Épicure aussi, la mini whisk. Fouette. J'adore la fouette, la petite fouette parce que. I don't know, c'est la bonne chose, fouette. Fouetter. Extra de vierge. Ah, c'est comme ça. Ça, c'est une portion. Une recette. Puis tu as plusieurs dans le pot, hein? Là, la vinaigrette César, c'est le seul que je mélange dans une pot. Puis après ça, je mets dans notre... je sais pas... En tout cas, c'est une bouteille de Épicure pour les vinaigrette. Parce que je trouve, d'habitude, si c'est juste comme l'huile et vinaigre, c'est facile à mélanger, mais parce que il y en a des choses. Aussi, je veux dire, si vous voulez mettre un peu de fromage parmesan, ça, après, avant que je mette là-dessus, je vais mettre un peu de parmesan dedans aussi. Comme ça c'est aussi piqûre. Étoile noir, je pense. C'est ça? Je suis pas sûre, mais en tout cas, les doigts croisés que je fais pas un gros dégât. Et ça va dans mon frigo. Quand j'ai besoin, c'est fait. Et c'est pas une grande portion, comme j'ai dit. Et il y a plusieurs de choses que tu peux utiliser pour. C'est belle, hein? Je trouve très mignonne. J'aime comment ça... Comme tu vois. Étoile noir, c'est ça. C'est juste... Hey, je m'en viens bonne. OK, comme notre vinaigrette, c'est faite. En plus, comme j'ai dit, quand tu fais un autre, comme nos vinaigrettes grecques ou pas italien, mais grec ou on a une sesame gingembre. Il y a, je pense, 5. Tu mets tous les ingrédients dedans avec le thym noir et tu donnes une bonne shake. Et c'est fait. OK. Ça sent bon les boulettes. Moi, je crois que c'est fait. Comme ça, j'ai pas de temps pour montrer tout mon plat, ma belle plat. Mais je vais prendre les photos, je vais faire après et je vais mettre sur la groupe. Mais une chose que je vais faire, c'est vous montrer comment ça se... Je veux que tu regardes comment ça... comment ça... How does it look? Je m'excuse, hein. Vraiment, je m'excuse mon français. OK, comme ça, les croûtons sont faits. Ils sont tellement belles. Ils sont croustillants. On va laisser ça refroidir un peu parce qu'on ne veut pas mettre ça juste comme ça. Mais c'est pas la première fois que je prends les morceaux juste comme ça et je mange parce que c'est vraiment bon. Comme ça, des belles croûtons pour la salade. OK. Back in. Je vais te montrer, mes petites boulettes sont vraiment belles. Ça sent bonne. Les petites boulettes. Where is my little fork? Ils sont vraiment cuits. Ils sont beautiful. Comme ça. C'est tout fait. C'est le meilleur Merci, Martine. Merci. Maureen, yes, it'll keep a week. Basically, what we say is however long your expiration date, let's say for the milk and the, well, mayo is pretty good, but you're mixing milk in there, so you don't want to leave it too long because eventually milk isn't going to be good, right? So, but what I was also saying is that I use the vinaigrettes for so many things, not just for salads. So like you can make chicken fingers with it. You dip your, your chicken finger, raw chicken breast in it and into the coat and crumb and then toss it in the oven. You can marinate the dressings in, if you have pork or beef or anything that you want to marinate. Even veggies are great, and then roasted. Comme ça, c'est fait. Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres questions avant que je finisse? Is there any other questions before I finish? Because I'm not going to be able to do the plating. Absolutely, you know what? This would be awesome. You could actually, what I would do is I wouldn't put, all I would put was the, this, and then what you would usually use for dressing, for dipping. So you would do just the mayo and sour cream or however you enjoy your dip, and you just add this and you could have a Caesar dip. Absolutely, no problem. It would be delicious. What else? Yeah, so comme ça, je remercie tout le monde qui avait été ici avec moi. Et merci Martine pour être ma hôte aujourd'hui. Si vous avez des questions, sois pas gêné, je suis ici pour ça. Tu peux m'envoyer une petite mot dans le groupe ou dans un message privé. Je suis vraiment là pour vous. As I was saying, absolutely, if you have any questions on what I did today, I'm going to recap and say that we used the meatball, no, not the meatball, classic meatloaf in the meatballs with a little bit of the coat and cook, breadcrumbs, and an egg. If you want to, and I have about a pound. Now this isn't all from that, right? This isn't all that it made. I still have meat in the bowl that I'm going to cook. And I'm just going to pull these off and add the other ones on top. And you know how messy it is, right? When you're trying to clean up after a meatloaf or anything like this. And that's why this is amazing. So you're going to let it cool, and then you're going to pour off the fat off it, and then use le meilleure chose pour nettoyer notre liner, c'est Dawn, le bleu, le savon vaisselle Dawn, le bleu et juste l'eau chaude. Non, stop. Comme ça. Oh, someone's at the door. Understand? Ma visite est rendue. Comme ça. Absolument. Oui, yes, she is a little guard dog. Ma petite chienne, Gracie. That's how it works, eh, Martine? Oui, exactement. So all the orders, any orders you make for Martine, we have, for my VIPs, I have a cooking class open for you, and for Martine, pour ses amis, for Martine, for her friends. pour Martine, toutes vos commandes, donne les points pour Martine, qu'elle va avoir un petit bel shopping spree. C'est quoi en français, Martine? Shopping spree? En tout cas, elle va faire des choses gratuites et peut-être plus choses à moitié prix. Comme ça, je vais vous laisser. Yes, you can freeze them. Absolutely, you can freeze them cooked. You can also freeze them raw if you want to. Oh, ça c'est une autre. Merci, Shelley. Tu peux faire cru avant de faire cuit sur la plaque avec le chose silicone et mettre dans le congélateur. Puis après ça, quand c'est congelé, tu peux mettre dans une sac et mettre dans le congélateur pour un autre repas. Oui, je vais mettre la recette dessus, la grotte. Oui. Do you want to say hello? I have a visitor. I'm gonna let her say hello.
Hello, bonjour. I can't see anybody.
You're gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see.
There you are. It lags on the laptop. Yeah.
Hello. Hope everybody's having a good time. Bonjour. J'espère que tout le monde est bien content.
She's jealous that she's talking.
I have to pay attention to Gracie.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right. Ça, c'est mon amie Teresa. Et c'est la seule personne pendant toute la pandémie que nous avons comme dans notre bubble. Teresa's the only one that's been in our own family bubble. So that's the only reason it's okay, because I'm still not ready to have a bunch of people. But if anybody would like to do a cooking class, si jamais vous aimez que je vais faire une chose de même pour vous, que tu vas avoir des choses gratuites et moitié prix, donne-moi un mot et on va se parler. Alright, comme ça, je vais mettre la recette dans le groupe. Regardez tout le long, il y a souvent beaucoup de choses à voir. Et my pleasure, thank you for hosting our team. Merci tout le monde, à la prochaine.